Hey, Hayes, can you hear me okay?
Yes, perfect. How are you?
Fine. Are you dialing in from Glassnote headquarters?
I am not,
Okay.
but I'm
Even
my best.
so, great to be speaking with you. Aside from media, the day is going fine so far.
Oh, it's been good. Alert, but I'm not at Glass now. I'm going a little later actually. But
Hey, what can you do?
what
Well,
can you do?
right now, as I write this, we are, or talk this, or speak it. Wow, my verbiage is off today.
I
As
hear you.
I communicate this, we are anxiously awaiting Airport to be debuting. When did you actually make that music video?
Crazy. Not long ago. Really not long ago. Just scurried through JFK.
So it actually is filmed in JFK. How did you wrangle that one?
Oh yeah. Some research to double check it's not illegal. And then we haven't triple checked, but like I believe it's not. Just some weird looks. And we went to JFK, baggage claim, kind of like redid the steps of literally what I wrote the song about, which was kind of crazy. And then we filmed a lot of it in the TWA hotel.
Oh,
Iconic hotel. It's next to JFK. It's not that
yes.
old. Yeah, yeah, if you've heard it, it's so cool in there. And they have a plane that they've turned an old plane that they've turned into a bar. So, I'm talking about drinking on the plane and I'm literally drinking on a plane. So it was
Well, I'm
good.
dialing in from about 11 miles from JFK Airport, beach
No
town,
way.
Palm Beach. And I was at the airport like 4 days ago, and I was
Got it.
looking, waiting for my Uber going, TWA hotel. Should I just stay there one night before I go there? And I think you've sold me on it.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I even told them, I was like, this video, like, let's do like a little partnership. And they gave me some merch. It was cool. It's really cool in there. It's
Okay.
like I'm selling it. I'm the brand ambassador.
So I'm going to have to tag them in the social media coverage. So that way, hopefully, you get a second care package of merch in the near
There you
future.
go. That's perfect. Or a discount stay,
Okay.
or a forever room. I'll just stay there, move in.
Well, the last music video we see you driving, actually doing your own stunts there.
I'm actually driving and it was like slightly horrifying. I am, born in New York, horrible driver. Like I learned, but only because I just like felt weird by the fact that I didn't know how to drive.
Right.
So I'd only really done like driver's tests, which I failed twice. One of them, I didn't know that a school bus, the stop sign swings out.
Yeah.
So slammed right into that and was like immediately failed. So I'm not a good driver, but that was me. That was me.
You
Just
grew
kind
up
of,
in New York City?
I did. So I'm not good at driving at
Very,
all.
my wife has to do the driving if we're going to be in New York City. I'm terrified of how fast people go, and I'm glad to hear I'm not the only one.
And angry. People are angry. But I mean, like, I just would be on the subway. I didn't need to drive. It's so easy. And then I realized quickly that that's a pretty weird, and like doing this video, they were like, just drive. I was like, oh,
So
okay.
you just accidentally mentioned trains. And so we had the airplanes, we had the car. Could we have the trilogy music video where planes, trains, and automobiles?
That's a good one. Like, just make my whole brand transportation. Like, I'm the transportation girl. I'm good for that. It's a good idea.
You can do the USDOT corporate gigs.
There you go. I like
Okay.
brand deals come from it. It's like a whole career. I love it. And I
Well,
can drive.
hey, maybe you can get that DMV partnership as
Yeah.
well. But
There you go.
if anyone can make that happen, it's Glassnote. And
True.
Glassnote is one of those record companies that I super compliment because they manage to develop artists and make artists huge being themselves. And,
Yeah.
Phoenix and Secondhand Smoke and
Iconic.
Gambino, et cetera. Was that an easy decision to go, hey, I want to be on Glassnote?
100%. 100%. I mean, like, especially right now, and I'm obviously, very focused and on the TikTok grind. I totally appreciate it and I acknowledge it. And I honestly see it work. Like people will
Mm-hmm.
I just performed at South by Southwest and people were like, "Oh, you're the, drunk on the plane girl." And I was like, "Okay, yeah." Saw you on TikTok. It's really amazing and I just really appreciate how they acknowledge it's a thing, but they really put, the artistry first and they put developing artists first, which is, also very rare. And
Mhm.
they're just awesome. Like the team is really supportive. It's amazing. I'm going there later to release this video, and they're just fun. They're like, warm. They're based in headquarters of New York, so it's so close. It's easy to get to, I'm not just like far away, and I can go knocking on the door, like, help me. But
Right.
yeah, it's been really great. I love being there.
You raise a really good point about TikTok, and obviously the majority of artists didn't get discovered from TikTok, and bands who've sold tens of millions of albums maybe were late to the game in claiming a TikTok account. Do you remember when you first got hip to TikTok?
Yeah, I mean, kind of as early as it came out, because I've always known I wanted to do this. And so I saw it, it's just always, following the platforms, making sure you're out on everything. I was always releasing on there, and I've had great moments, and I've had horrible moments, and I've had, like in between, and I've developed a following on there, but it's
Yeah.
just not, I don't think I can be my full self on there. I mean, I can, but it's not the whole, part of what I think I want to be as an artist. I don't just want to be a TikTok artist, which I appreciate too, but
Right.
I really like at Glassnote, it's not just about that, and not how many views you have and how many, it's about, do we like your art?
Well, I mentioned the early days of TikTok or getting hip to it because I would say maybe it was like 6 years ago. I interviewed somebody from the website musical.ly, which I think
Musically,
became Musically. I never knew how to say that, but
musically. Oh
it,
yeah.
it became TikTok. And I remember when TikTok started, all it was people lip syncing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you remember that too. I
Oh,
think we were all
100%.
hesitant
A
to go like,
hundred
should we
percent.
embrace lip
Oh, it
syncing?
was so weird. It was so weird. I remember, again, no, I kind of like forced myself to embrace those things, because I'm like, you never know,
Yeah.
but it was so weird, and it became such a normal thing. It's crazy. But like Shawn Mendes on Vine, you just never know like how people are going to find your music. So
Yeah, you just mentioned Vine. Now, if I'm trying to remember this, if see if I know it correctly. First, it was Vine because it was the 6 second videos. Then it was Periscope because it could do 12-second videos.
I don't know Periscope. That's so cool. That's interesting.
Twitter bought it, and I think that was the first one you could live stream on. So that's how Twitter Live happened. And then somewhere around there, was it that TikTok was good because you could do 30-second videos? Was it something like that?
Maybe. I don't like, I feel like you could run me through like a history of it. I'm kind of just like, chasing the trend. But like that sounds right. I feel like I can do a 1 minute video on TikTok, but maybe it was 30 seconds at first. That's interesting.
Hey, whatever it
I don't
is,
know.
let us hear. And how far ahead are we allowed to know about what's coming out for you? For example, do you know, and you don't have to give the exclusives or anything like that, but do you know when the next music video after Airplane is? Do you know when you're hitting the road, that kind of a thing? Or is it single by single?
So I'm kind of, I mean, few different things. I have a lot of music that I've done, over the years. Just I've been writing and recording since I was like 14. I mean,
Mhm.
that stuff is staying in the vault forever, but like I have a lot of music, and so I really am excited to release like a body of work together, but I also really like releasing singles, because you get to really focus on it and, promote it and focus. And so I definitely I'm going to release one more single, and that's probably going to be in like, about 6 weeks. I'll release it with a music video, and then I'm going to release, Shut Up Airport, my new single, and probably a new one or two singles all together. So that's, my very vague response to that, but it's definitely an EP is
Yeah.
coming. And I have a lot of really exciting performances coming up, which I'm like dying to happen, and I'm really excited about it. Don't know if that was the right way to say it, but I'm going to be at Mercury Lounge in New York again on April 26th. And that's kicking off a Northeastern tour I'm going to do, which I'm going to post about in a few hours. Actually, I just got the graphic back, but I'm going to do Jones Beach, which is like a huge bucket list moment for me.
Oh, wow.
In June. Yeah. I'm excited.
Which
The
I
band
live
shell.
10 minutes from Jones Beach. Are you allowed to say which show
Crazy.
that is?
So it's going to be in July. I could check the graphic and tell you it's in July. But I'm about to post about it, but that's a good question. I should probably know that.
Does it involve a Wet Hot All American tour?
No,
Okay.
no, but I wish. That would be really cool.
That is kind of the tour that we all didn't know we needed, right?
Wait, say it. What's the tour that we didn't know we needed?
The Wet Hot All American Summer Tour is the All American Rejects, Newfound Glory.
Oh, wow.
It's basically your great early 2000s pop punk emo fest, but minor emo right there, more of the pop and the punk.
Crazy. Don't think that that's what I'm doing, but that is something maybe I will attend.
Okay.
Love that. And I'm just gonna, be going around to just some different venues throughout, Pennsylvania, Long Island, through there. So I'm gonna post about that. What I'm most excited, I mean, I'm not most excited for it, but I'm really excited for in October, I'm gonna be opening for Louis Capaldi, which is huge. Yeah, I'm freaking out. I'm gonna do a few dates with him. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about it. And that's gonna be a huge for me. But October 9th is the first date that I'm doing with him. So huge fan of his.
Yeah. I get it. That is one of the biggest artists there is. That's
I know.
Multi-generational artists. Now, have you ever watched the video? His video that's the Wham recreation of Club Tropicana. The one screen is his music video and the other one's Wham.
No, but that's hilarious.
You've got homework to do.
He is so funny. He is so funny. I'm like, I'm dying. I've known about it for like a year or two. I'm just so excited. Like, he is hilarious. I'm gonna meet him. I'll let you know. I'm gonna do my research before. I'll like have the jokes lined up, ready to go, scripted.
Well, I have a question about when you're performing, because Shut Up is not like one of your average songs. Is that the set opener or the set closer?
It's been my set closer. I mean, I'm honestly kind of readjust as I go and make new songs, and I really like each retour to have a different set. So, last tour I went on I closed with Shut Up. It was like the one everyone knew and the one that was out. And this time I think I'm gonna like plop it somewhere in the middle. Like, yeah.
Set list evolution, because a lot of artists think I have to start with the heaviest thing so that people can't talk over it.
Interesting. I have a good opener. It's a song that I haven't released called Pathological Loser. It's like a, it's really self-deprecating, just like banger.
Okay.
And it usually it's a good opener. I have a good little intro for it, good little self-deprecating joke about it. It's pretty good, but that's interesting to think. Maybe I'll open Shut Up.
Hey, I want all the credit and none of the blame.
I will. I'll say shout out to you.
Well, the last question I have, first I'll recap and then I'll ask the last question. To recap, Louis Capaldi dates, wow. Jones Beach, the Pennsylvania, that's happening. Another music video. Maybe the Planes, Trains, Automobiles trilogy is happening. But it's one of those things where I think we just have to keep checking Instagram to see what we're allowed to know when we're allowed to know it.
I mean, I love that. I'm Instagram obsessed. I'm always on there. So some big key moments will come in there. The one thing is, if you're in New York, Mercury Lounge, April 26th is I love performing there. I like, I'm my most aggressive off the wall self in Mercury Lounge. So if you're around, definitely come to that one.
If I am not in Los Angeles that week on work, I will be there. I will be the oldest person there, and we will love it.
You would be surprised. My mom brings in some. My grandparents bring in some, and you will definitely not be.
Score. Well,
for sure.
The last question, besides your music videos, what's something that we should be watching in our screens these days? Do you have a TV or streaming recommendation at the moment?
Ooh. I'm honestly, if you do, I would appreciate, because I just binge watched Daisy Jones and the Six. I did just binge watch it. It was really good, actually. I did really like it. But I'm more of like a horror movie, like, to feel something type of. Also, sorry about all the noise outside my apartment.
No, I think that's my apartment. They're building in Long Beach the super block, and so it never ends.
Maybe it's both of ours, because I'm definitely seeing some construction out there. But so Yellow Jackets has been really good, and they're streaming. What about you?
Horror. Okay, the wife is the horror person. Oh man.
Or like sci-fi, like
The sci-fi I'm looking forward to. Have you seen the Amazon Prime Video series called Upload?
no.
There's 2 seasons of it out. Greg Daniels, who created the American version of The Office, it's his thing. And do you ever see the movie Idiocracy? The guy who did Beavis and Butthead and Office Space.
Okay.
This
Okay.
bad look into the future of what the future is going to be. And it's
Okay.
kind of like that meets The Good Place. Do you see The Good Place?
Yes. I like that. I like that like weird world alternate universe thing. That's good. I'm gonna watch it.
Upload is fantastic, and 3rd season's coming soon, free on Amazon Prime. Is that okay?
Great rec. I'm gonna mark it down.
If you like it, tag me in the no, I'm kidding.
I will.
Hey, thank you for your time. Really looking forward to
much.
seeing that airplane video later today and everything else that's to come in the near future.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Paltrocast.